So now there is another executive producer on the show, and that's typically basically the guy in charge of, or the woman, the person in charge of making sure that the show is happening from an actual producerial perspective, right? So,
Not
so the
always.
production. So, for example, at Tacoma FD, we had a production company running things, and the owner of that company had the title of EP as well, and that shows up in the credits. And that
That
person
can
is
be.
not a writer, but they
Right,
do
and
have
I
that same
believe
title.
I believe one of the managers, David Miner, I believe he's also executive
I
producer on the
think
show.
both of the guys' managers
Oh,
are on our
okay.
show. They have EP credits because they brought the show to the network and said, "We think you should buy this show."
Yeah, they
And
help make it. They help sell it. They help make it possible.
yeah,
But on other shows I've worked on, there's really only there aren't too many executive producers. There's usually the showrunner and maybe no other
hmm.
executive producers, or maybe there's an actor who's so powerful to help got the show made. They might be executive producer,
Right.
or maybe often if the show is sold through a pod, you have a production company, then they'll get like you're saying they'll have a executive producer title. Yeah, so some actually that's not really. Now that I say that, now that I think about it, yeah, I've been on other shows where there are other executive, not they're called non-writing executive producers. So when
Right.
I was on Marin, for example, Jim Sorpigo and Tom Saletti, they were non-writing executive producers. They helped sell the show, and their creative involvement in the show, it really depends on what they have time for. Sometimes they're very involved, and sometimes they're not very involved at all.